Jeff, we'll take our time and to wrap up by seeing these new trailers from Marvel. Let's get into Marvel because guess what? His channel is MCU Bleeding Edge, and we should talk about MCU stuff. So, anyone knows, I brought up like a couple times in this live stream. The Super Bowl is this week, today, Sunday. So far, the I don't know the Eagles are winning, and so the Chiefs, the Kansas City Chiefs, are losing so bad. So we got new trailers from the MCU. There's one Jurassic World Rebirth. They got their first teaser. Okay, whatever. I mean, if you're a big fan of Jurassic Park or the World Series, it's the same old, same old. But for MCU, we got our first proper trailer of the Fantastic Four First Steps. I'm really excited to show this to Jeff. And then we got another trailer for the Thunderbolts, which is going to be our last one. So, Jeff, are you excited to talk about Fantastic Four? Let me show you this trailer. And let's go ahead and do it. Let me do the echo cancellation. Okay, right now.
Welcome to the Baxter Building.
We make a point to do family dinner every week. Sunday at 7, on the dot, no matter what. We're all here.
Herbie, how's that sauce coming?
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that.
Okay. Okay, is this guy good or what? I want to add a couple cloves of garlic. Not because it's not delicious, I just want to add a little bit of zip, okay?
T-5.
Before we went up the first time, you couldn't turn invisible. Ben wasn't a rock. The best pilot in the world right here.
Yeah. Best looking, he means.
And Johnny never caught fire.
Ben has always been a rock. Johnny is Johnny.
Hi.
And I am right here. Whatever life throws at us, we'll face it together. As a family.
Okay. Tell me, Jeff, your opinion, sir. I just want to hear them.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, it's you gotta turn off the whole cancellation.
Oh, thank you. Okay, you're good. Sorry, go ahead.
It's all right. It's really short. So
Yeah,
you know,
it's a teaser
really,
trailer.
It's a really short, teaser trailer. So for the little bit that's there, yeah, it looks good. I mean, I'm still trying to get used to my buddy there, Pedro Pascal, B. Richards, like on screen.
Really?
It's kind of,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like I've been wondering what he was going to look like. That's one of the things that I've been wondering, in the back of my mind when we finally saw them to get on screen, how is he going to look as Reed? You know what I mean? I think that's the biggest thing with him, with his casting, is that he just doesn't look like Reed Richards, at all. You know what I mean? I don't think he does. You know what I'm saying? Comic book Reed Richards, he doesn't look like him. But he's okay. And there's a lot of Invisible Woman in there. I like that. She seems to be it looks like she's going to be a really important part of the team. I don't really know what I think about that scene with Herbie and the Thing. I don't know if that's not really all that funny or anything. Like if that was supposed to be, that's not funny really. But it was cool. It was still cool, and the Thing looks good.
Yeah.
When you see him running down that street and everything, like ready to fight, he looked good.
Yeah, no, I agree. That scene, I think it's just a little like meta like joke because the actor that plays the Thing is in this show called The Bear. I don't know if you heard that Hulu show.
I know who he is. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and I don't know. I knew this could be like flying over your head. That this was like like a meta joke about how he's in that show, like he's a cook, and you see the Thing.
Hopefully we see him like talking more. When we hear more of him talking. Hopefully his voice is a little bit deeper. I'd like to see that voice a little deeper.
Yeah. So with that scene, because in a lot of the versions of the Thing, right, like his voice like change when he becomes the Thing, and this one he doesn't change his voice because of he become the Thing. He's still the same voice as a human person. That makes sense because they're trying to make the Thing more human, right? Like yeah, he's a monster, but like he's still a person. It's just got powers,
Oh, so he doesn't have like that rocky voice anymore?
No, I mean that wasn't really a thing. It was just something that the animation and the Fantastic Four action movies did that, sir. Like it doesn't make sense really for his voice to change,
I just always assumed that he talked like all rocky and shit because he was made out of rock.
No, that's just it's just them thinking that that's how he is when he changed.
Well, I didn't know. I'm talking about like what I always assumed when I was a kid. You know what I mean? Like I always figured that the Thing talks like all gravelly and shit because he's made out of rocks.
Yeah, but I know that's the thing they added in the animation and of course the other live action Fantastic Four films. But yeah,
no, it all looks good. The Human Torch looks really good. He looks great.
Yeah, he looks really great. I don't know. You've seen Quiet Place Day One, Joshua Queen. He looks really good. You haven't seen Stranger Things season 4. That was his break.
I stopped watching Stranger Things after the first season, so I never saw him, but I've heard about him, and I saw Galactus there at the end. That was cool.
Yes, that was when I was so happy with this trailer when I saw Galactus in full on comic book accurate. Galactus.
But he should be taller than that, though.
Yeah, but you have to understand, like when he goes, like he can, like just like Ant-Man, like he can size himself to be like in like a portion. So that's what's going on. Like he can do that. So that's why he's in that size. We're definitely going to see like a taller Galactus, like suggest like the internals, the Celestials we saw in the ending. Like he's going to be that size.
I want to see like Eater of Worlds Galactus size. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We're going to see that. I think we're going to see that in the movie. It's just like we just saw that shot where he probably going to go into the Earth and size himself, to do whatever, right?
I mean, hey, if Galactus is going to really be the villain of the film, like that can be really, really good,
Yeah, I'm really excited for that. Good, because I didn't like what they did with him, and
they got Antonio Banderas to come in and do Galactus.
Oh, you brought up Nosferatu. The Willem Dafoe's friend that was in Nosferatu. He's going to be Galactus.
That's okay. That guy. Okay.
Yeah, his friend in the movie that helps him like investigate.
Okay. Okay, you're right. I remember now. I remember when we actually covered that actor was gonna voice Galactus. I remember that now. We covered it one night on Monday night.
Exactly. So he's gonna voice Galactus. If anyone knows, that's Himes. What else?
The only thing we didn't see was the female Silver Surfer. That's the only thing they didn't show us.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't see Mr. Fantastic's stretchy powers. I mean, they're still working on the film.
Yep. We didn't see that either.
So I understand that.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. I think for me, Mr. Fantastic is like I think it's better to see his like intellect.
We got to hear him talk and everything. You know what I'm saying, and see him on screen a little bit. It was good.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think this is my second. For superhero excitement, this is my second after Superman. First off, this is going to be directed by Matt Shakman from WandaVision. So, like, I'm really excited. I like the retro 60, trying to hallmark the Silver Age comic books of Marvel. when they first started. So that's really good to see that in the trailer. I love the costumes towards the end, as you saw, like very.
As long as it's presented well, as long as that's done well.
Yeah, I think they're nailing the family. That's the very important thing about the Fantastic Four. And
it has to be real world yet retro at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just think of it as like, like how the Tim Burton Batman films were like in this weird time. That's what they're trying to do here.
No, I understand that they're going to have their own dimension. I get it. They're setting up, the Avengers movies and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, with all the multiverse shit.
Yeah. And that's another good thing. I like you brought up the multiverse. It's great that we're spending time on like another world, because that's the thing I did not like about so far the multiverse saga. It's like we're not spending time with different.
I guess it kind of makes sense to bring the Fantastic Four into the MCU from another dimension, because like how else would you incorporate them into like the MCU? You know what I mean? Like wouldn't they have already been there? You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't they already be there by now? You know what I'm saying? Like, in real life, like in the MCU, you'd already have them. So you almost have to bring them over from like another dimension. You know what I mean? Like, or whatever, Yeah,
I agreed. I felt like it always makes sense to bring them over, because if you put them, like, if they were already in the MCU, it was going to be weird, like how many people didn't hear them, like how they never heard of them,
It makes you wonder what their plan is, like, for how they're going to transfer them over from where they're going to go from their dimension to like after that. Like, are they going to go like over to our 616 dimension? Are they going to go to like Battle World or something, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like we don't know, we don't know what's going to happen, because like the movie's going to come out, it's going to end, they're going to get, Galactus is going to destroy their world or whatever, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, or something like that's going to happen, and they have to leave the dimension or some shit for whatever reason, and they're going to end up in limbo, like, going to another dimension or whatever, you know what I mean? And that's going to be the end of the movie.
Yeah, no. I think that's how that's going to happen. Like, Galactus destroyed their Earth, and that's how they get into, the convergence, right? Like, their Earth is affected by a convergence by Galactus, and then they go to...
the convergences wouldn't be from Galactus, they would just be happening. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true.
Because, like, think about it. Like, think about Doctor Strange 2. You know what I mean? Like, the convergences or whatever just happened, like those, because of all kinds of different reasons.
Yeah, like two worlds collide, as the other Fantastic
Mr. Fantastic. With the like the two dimensions like push up against each other. Yeah.
So
that's what happens when you have more of the excursions or whatever, the incursions or whatever. When you have lots of them, eventually that's what it leads to.
Yeah, that's true. So my bad. I think that.
I don't know if they're going to be doing the incursions in this film.
I don't know. It could be differently, or something else happens that they had to be roped in, but we'll see. We got
I don't know. It's weird because Galactus just eats worlds. He doesn't eat whole universes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but they can like change that if he feels like, because we haven't talked about, like, we don't know if they're gonna bring in Franklin. If the reason that Galactus is coming is maybe because of Franklin, because remember, Franklin is an Omega level mutant. So I mean,
that's too much to do in one movie, to have Galactus show up and also want Galactus to want to get Franklin and recruit him or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there's evidence that's kind of going to happen.
Galactus doesn't recruit people, for one thing. Galactus is Galactus. He just does his own shit. He doesn't team up with anybody.
No, he doesn't want Franklin to team up. Like, he wants to destroy him because he could be a potential threat to, like, They're not going. There's not going to be enough movie for them to go that far. We'll see, but there's hints of that. But we can leave the topic and maybe discuss more of that in later.
Adding the Franklin Richards dynamic on any major level would really take up a lot of film.
Yeah, well,
I don't think this is going to be a long movie. I think this is only going to be like a 2 hour and 15-minute movie.
Maybe true. Well, we'll see. I mean, it's coming out July 25, the end of July, so we'll see if they're gonna do, Franklin or not. I just there's some just looking at the breakdowns and everything. I think there is.
They can introduce Franklin as just Franklin without even having powers or anything like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He can just be there as the child. You know what I mean?
No, I think that's what I'm trying. Here, that's probably what I'm trying to reword it. We're just probably getting a baby Franklin, not a full-on kid. No, not yet. I think we're just getting a baby Franklin in this movie, and whatever happens, if his powers does benefit, because remember,
yeah, if they have him born, they're gonna eventually use him. I'm just saying it's not gonna happen in this movie. I don't see that as being a part of what they want to tell in the story. You know what I'm saying? What they're trying to develop the Fantastic Four as a team. You know what I mean? Adding a powered up Franklin Richards, that brings a whole side thing to the movie. You know what I mean? It's too much.
Yeah, that's true. Anything else with First Step, sir?
That's all I got.
All right, let's get into Thunderbolts and then head out.
Let's talk facts. The Avengers are not coming. Who will keep the American people safe?
There's some big threat out there, and you are gonna help me stop it.
Wait, us?
Yeah, you. Why, you got someplace to be?
I love that guy.
So none of us comply? So what, we all just punch and shoot?
I can't think of a worse group of people trying to work together.
Please, John, stop!
Where were you?
Where are you?
Everyone here has done bad things. You can't escape the past. Hey, it's like your mind is somewhere else.
So you can do something about it now, or live with it forever.
This could get messy.
No shit. You thought you were gonna be some great savior? You can't even save yourself.
We can't do this. No one here is a hero.
Lena, when I look at you, I don't see your mistakes. That's why we need each other.
Okay, that was really good.
We are the Thunderbolts!
Can't call ourselves that.
God, thank you.
This has makings of team that can rise to glory. Bring light from the darkness. This team can be the heroes on the Wheaties box with a little giddy toy.
Alexei, have you slept?
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
I'd like not to die today, so maybe somebody else should be driving.
That's the Thunderbolts Super Bowl teaser. Any thoughts, sir, with that?
Why don't you go first?
Oh, me. Well, I
Turn off your echo cancellation first.
Hold on. Wait. Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. Oh God, happens every other time. Okay. So, I'm very excited for Thunderbolts. I think I'm very excited for this one over, Captain America 4. I just love seeing the characters from the various films that we like. Alea. It's great to see her. Red Guardian, Ghost. It's great to see Ghost again. John Walker from Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and of course Bucky. I'm very excited to see Bucky again. Congrats on Sebastian on his Oscar nomination for The Apprentice. So I'm very happy for him. So I'm very excited to see that. The fact that we see briefly, it hasn't been confirmed yet. Sentry, I guess he's going to be the main villain for this film.
That was him in the trailer, like blowing the one dude out of the building and all that shit. Like that was him.
That was him. We see the cape. I mean, we see him flying one shot, so that was really cool. And obviously, if you haven't read the comic books, like the Avengers Tower was in the comic books was like a Sentry headquarters before it became Avengers Tower. So seeing the Avengers Tower becoming like a Sentry headquarters there makes a lot of sense now. So I'm really excited. I thought this was a good trailer. I like that it's going to be a fun like MCU film, you know, because we're going to get a dark film with Captain America 4 in next week. So I'm like really excited for this film. Any thoughts, sir? I mean, I like I like the music choice here in this teaser trailer. So
we'll see how dark Captain America 4 is. The Thunderbolts trailer looks good. Not a little bit better than the first one, but not much. It was cool that they finally they didn't show much of what's his name.
The Sentry.
They didn't show the Sentry very much, but the little bit they did show of him was good. Like it was a nice teaser. You know what I'm saying? For what he can do. You know what I mean? Because he's super powerful. Like that's why they're getting their asses kicked in the trailer is because they're fighting him. You know what I mean? I'd like to see Taskmaster more in the trailers. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't see Taskmaster really doing anything. You know what I mean? I like that they actually showed them all at the end of the trailer. They showed their names for people to be able to know who they are. I like that part. You know what I'm saying? That was cool. To make it a little bit easier for people to know who they all are. I thought Bucky was really good in the trailer. Sentry broke his arm off there at that one point. I thought that he was good. I thought that the Red Guardian was really good. He was less funny, but actually serious in this one. And I liked him. And Yelena looks great. She's going to be great in the film.
No, I agree.
She's obviously the leader of the team. You know what I'm saying? I like that scene at the beginning with Vale addressing those people or whatever that is. That was cool. I don't know what's going on there, but I liked it. You know what I'm saying? There's no Avengers. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I agree. I did like that. I heard rumors or people have been talking about this. I think Taskmaster is going to be the Slipknot for the Thunderbolts. She's going to be taken out because the fact that we haven't seen Taskmaster talk. I mean, because remember, Taskmaster does talk in the comic books and other stuff, and so it's kind of weird we haven't heard this character talk.
This Taskmaster doesn't talk. You don't remember from the Black Widow movie? She don't talk.
Well, she didn't talk because she was mind controlled. And when Black Widow freed her from that stupid,
I'm pretty sure they're gonna carry that over.
Oh, really? Okay. I don't know. I don't think I don't think they care about this Taskmaster.
I think if she could talk, you already would have heard her talk by now in the trailers.
True. I don't know. I just have a feeling she's gonna be expendable.
She's gonna be a deaf character.
Okay. All right. That seems reasonable. I just personally
just like Black Widow. It's gonna be the same shit. I'm telling you.
But that's I guess that's weird because she did talk at the end of that movie. That doesn't anyway.
Yeah, but she fell. Dude, she fell out of that station 10,000 feet above the ground and fell fucking straight down and hit the ground, bro, with no parachute. You know? What I'm saying?
Yeah, but
now she's fucked up, bro. Now she can't hear anymore.
No, get out of here. That's not how you get deaf. Oh my god, that's sad. You're so funny, sir. You're a funny man.
She fell fucking 10,000 feet, bro, with no parachute and hit the ground.
Oh my god. I seen the film, but no, she survived there so quickly. She did the superhero landing. But I don't know. It's
So,
been a
so,
while.
you, so, so you think that because Black Widow released her from the mind control or whatever, she should be able to talk?
I'm trying to remember. She say a word to Black Widow. I,
She did? She talked at the end of the Black Widow?
yeah, it was like one word or something like that. I need to rewatch the movie. I need to double check, and I'll let you know if you're right or not. Okay. So
She was like White Vision's penis.
oh my god, that would be hilarious. Oh god. Anyway, well,
I remember her kind of like mouthing words or whatever, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like not really talking, you know?
no, it wasn't talking. I think you're right on point. Like she was mumbling with something. I don't know.
She probably talks by now. I'm sure she's talking in the movie, probably. You know what I'm saying? Like we just haven't seen her yet, you know.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean,
But she probably doesn't say very much. You know what I'm saying? Like you know.
true. Yeah. We'll see. I don't know. Like I have this feeling that she's not going to be in the film like for long, and like like Marvel Studios had done this for a while, like tricked us if, like in the trailers, like something is not really there. Like we thought the Hulk was in Wakanda in Infinity War, but he wasn't.
They're gonna have to set up Taskmaster, you know, with like a little bit of like background or whatever, you know, to fill in the gaps between Black Widow and like you know what's going on in the Thunderbolts. You know what I mean? Like they need to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like they need to they need to explain her character a little bit, you know, in the beginning of the movie, just to set her up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like we need to know what she's doing at least. You know what I'm saying? Like what is she doing now? Like after what happened in Black Widow, you know what I'm saying? Like what you know, like if you guys, hopefully they'll have that. Like you know, like a 5-minute thing or whatever. You know.
Yeah, hopefully, because I think it's potential to improve her from Black Widow movie. So we'll see.
Well, I mean, you know, because she out of all the Thunderbolts, we've seen the least of her on screen out of everybody, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? You know, like it's the same thing with Ghost. They're going to have to do a good job with Ghost. You know, like Ghost can be a good character. You know,
and we heard her like talk in the trailers. She didn't talk here, but like she talked in the other last 2 trailers that we saw. But yeah, we'll see. I think we'll see how they handle Taskmaster because
I think it's probably going to be a long movie because they're going to have to fit a lot into it.
Oh really? I think this movie is going to be like a little shorter than Fantastic Four. I think Fantastic Four is going to be longer. Where I think this movie is going to be like under 2 hours, like good 2 hours, like fun, you know.
Under 2 hours.
Not like under 2 hours, like at least 2 hours, like not like long 2 hours, like just a good like 2 hours of like fun, action packed, you know, like I don't know, James Bond or Mission Impossible or something like that. But I don't know.
I think if I had to bet money, I'd say it'll be closer to 2 hours and 30 minutes than it'll be 2 hours.
Okay, I will predict it'll be like 2 hours and 20 minutes. Like that's what I think, or 25 minutes around there. So
most MCU Marvel fans can handle 2.5 hours. You know, they're used to it by now. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. You know?
Yeah, that's true. All right. Anything else?
But you never know. You know, Fantastic Four could be a really long film. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I could be wrong about that. That it could be 2 hours and 40 minutes long or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? You know? You know, I mean, but it can't be too long because they're still making it right now, and it's coming out in a couple months. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, it can't be too long. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I kind of agree.
You know, the Thunderbolts. Yeah, I mean, you know, like I'm excited for it and everything. You know, like I'm wondering how it's going to make out box office wise and everything. Like how it's going to do. You know what I mean? Like for with a mass audience and all that. You know. Hopefully they'll do another trailer after this one, you know, like one more, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like around like April before it released, like you know, or towards the end of March maybe. So yeah, I think it will do well. I mean this and Fantastic Four had less drama behind scenes. It has been like so far good, you know, and I think everyone.
Oh yeah, the Thunderbolts production was totally squeaky clean. There wasn't any problems.
Yeah, so I think they're gonna be fine. And plus,
We didn't hear nothing. It was crickets
yeah,
during that production.
yeah. Like the only thing that was like it wasn't a drama. It was just like the strike, like affected the casting, and like there were initial casting that was supposed to be for Thunderbolts that didn't happen. Like Stevie Yeun from The Walking Dead, who
I
played
know.
Flint.
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, like it was just that, and then that was it, and that's fine. It happens a
Yeah.
lot in movies.
Yeah, he would have played what's
Sentry.
his name? Sentry. Yeah.
Yeah. It was played by the other Top Gun actor from Maverick.
I can't remember what the project was that Steven Yeun is on that was more important or whatever, but like there was something else he was doing.
Yeah. Oh no, it was before. Like it was like he wanted to do Thunderbolts, but it was just like schedule conflict. But then the rights came, like the strike happened, and so
That's what I'm saying. That's when he
Yeah.
said scheduling conflict. That means there was something else he had to do. You know what I mean? Like obviously, you know what I'm saying. So I'm wondering what it was. You know what I mean? Like like what project was it or whatever that that was that he needed to be on or whatever. You know what I mean? Like that's what I was wondering.
Yeah. No, I understand. But we'll see.
He might be on something right now. I don't keep track. You know what I'm saying? He could be on a show right now and I wouldn't even know it. You know what I mean? You never know. But yeah, I mean the Thunderbolts looks good. I'm excited about it. I've been excited about it ever since they said they were going to make it.
Yeah.
I thought it was a great idea. And it looks dark. It does look dark. It looks gritty. It looks like a hard PG-13 Marvel movie, like not rated R, but like a hard PG-13 Marvel movie, and we'll have to see. It's going to boil down to how well the team works, like on screen, like as a team, the Thunderbolts, like how they play out together. Like I think that's what's going to matter. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, no, I kind of agree. I think so far with the trailers, like you can't see the chemistry between these actors, so that's good. And plus, these actors already kind of interacted with each other. Obviously, John Walker has interacted with Bucky, and obviously, Greg Garian and excuse me,
John Walker could be really good in this. He could be a dark horse kind of like character in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, because honestly, he was really good in Captain America and the Winter Soldier. He was good. Like he was my Monica Rambeau Award winner for that series. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he was really good. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though they made him look like a bad guy, he still looked really good in the series. He was great. I think he surprised a lot of people. So I think he could be a really surprising factor. In the trailer, he was great. He looked great.
Yeah, and he was funny too. I just love that.
He's got some good humor. He's got some good comedic chops.
Yeah. And like I agree with you. Despite like making him bad, he was still a relatable character. And like he was just trying his best.
There's some connections. Yelena knows Taskmaster. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And Ghost is an assassin or whatever. Probably again. So like Yelena's assassin. So they might know each other from being assassins or whatever. They could know each other too. And then Red Guardian knows who the Winter Soldier is because it's like remember from What If, like the Winter Soldier's like his hero. You know what I mean, or whatever. From like back when he was in Russia. You know what I'm saying? So he knows who he is. That's why in the trailer he was all like psyched up and everything. Like with when they got caught by Bucky or whatever. So like there's a connection there. Like they'll get along. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. And that road did remind me of the What If episode where Guardian teams up with Winter Soldier. Yeah, so yeah, that is true. Yeah, good.
Yeah,
Part,
I would expect there to be chemistry between them, like on screen. You know, like they'll probably have a relationship. You know what I mean? Like they'll have a dynamic. You know, Bucky and Yelena are gonna have a dynamic too. You know what I mean?
yeah, I agreed. And it's gonna be the like trying to think. Yeah, it's gonna be the most.
Because it seems like Bucky's kind of in the lead too. Like he's kind of in charge too. You know?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, because he's been like the most experienced out of them. I mean, he's been a trained assassin.
It looks like he's tracking them down in the beginning of the movie, like he's looking for them or whatever, and he finds them. You know what I'm saying? And like and he grabs them up. You know, then they team up after that.
Yeah, I think that's gonna want to happen.
Because they catch him in the first trailer. Remember in that car, he shoots that disc bomb underneath the car and blows it up.
Yep, just like the Winter Soldier in his first appearance. Yeah. No, I think that's definitely accurate for like what we're gonna see in the movie. But yeah,
and then I don't know if after that, what you see in that first trailer, I don't know if that where they all come together and they get like caught, like they get attacked in that warehouse or whatever. I don't know if that happens after.
I think with these new trailers, I think that's gonna happen after that warehouse attack because Sentry was in the car. Oh no, like has to be like before because something.
Sentry was in. He's at the end of that warehouse scene. He like pops up and he's like, "I'm Bob."
Yeah. So I'm curious where he's at during that chase because it seems like it's like after that or like somewhere in the film that's maybe in a warehouse or something like that. But we'll see. Anyway, anything else before I plug you out, sir?
No, I mean you're not gonna plug me out, sir. I mean,